The kangaroo, Australia's most iconic marsupial, carries a striking paradox. On the nation's coat of arms, it stands as a symbol of pride, representing a country always moving forward and never falling behind. Yet in reality, kangaroos are legally hunted right on the land where they are most celebrated. With a staggering population of nearly 50 million, twice the number of Australians, they've become a serious concern. At night, herds sweep across the fields like waves, tearing up pastures, trampling crops, knocking down fences, and competing with livestock for food, causing billions of dollars in damage. To keep numbers under control, the government authorizes the culling of 1.5 to 2 million each year. In return, people gain two prized resources: lean, iron-rich red meat, and supple hides that end up in some of the world's most luxurious fashion brands. Kangaroos are unusual in that their breeding isn't tied to any particular season. They can mate year-round, as long as nature provides the right conditions, especially after the rains, when the grass turns green and food is plentiful. That's also when the males become most aggressive. Out on the open plains, they face off like boxers in a ring, standing tall, throwing punches with their front paws, then using their powerful tails as support to launch crushing kicks with their hind legs. The fights last only a few minutes, but that's enough to decide the victor, the one who earns the right to mate, while the loser has no choice but to step aside. What surprises many people is that a mother kangaroo's pregnancy lasts only about a month. When the baby, called a joey, is born, it's unbelievably tiny, just a few centimeters long and weighing less than a gram, looking like nothing more than a blind red bean. Contrary to popular belief, it isn't born directly into the pouch. Instead, the fragile joey must crawl its way from the mother's belly up to the pouch, where it finds a warm, safe cradle to continue growing for months. For the next 6 to 8 months, it stays tucked inside, nursing and slowly getting stronger. Then one day, curiosity pushes it to peek out, wobble on its feet, and take its first awkward hops, much like a child learning to walk. This process stretches nearly 2 years before the joey is finally large enough to face the harsh realities of survival. Hunting kangaroos has never been easy. With sharp hearing, keen eyesight, and lightning-fast, unpredictable jumps, they can challenge even the most experienced hunters. Success starts with choosing the right location, usually areas where large herds gather, pinpointed through satellite mapping. But timing is just as crucial. At night, when the air cools and darkness settles in, kangaroos leave their shelters in search of food. They move more, stay less alert, and that's the perfect moment for an ambush. Unlike wild boars in the US, kangaroos are almost impossible to lure with bait. Australian law also strictly bans cruel hunting methods. That leaves hunters with one option: powerful spotlights paired with rifles, taking precise shots from 150 to 200 meters away. A skilled marksman can bring down anywhere from 30 to 70 kangaroos in a single night, contributing to the annual culling plan of nearly 2 million animals. After each night, kangaroo carcasses are loaded onto trucks and taken to processing sites, with their tails cut off as proof of every kill. Yet sometimes, a mother carrying or nursing a joey is shot. In those cases, rescue groups like Wires step in to care for the orphans, though only 10 to 20% survive. It's a story that always stirs debate between necessity and morality. Kangaroo meat is processed right after the hunt to keep it fresh. At the plant, carcasses are hung on an automated conveyor and pass through strict inspection points. Workers in sterile protective gear check each one closely, and anything showing the slightest abnormality is discarded. In the skinning area, sharp specialized knives slice cleanly, separating hide from meat, which is then rehung for internal checks. There, inspectors examine color, firmness, and smell to ensure the meat's natural quality is preserved. Finally, each carcass is laid on long tables, where teams of workers break it down into cuts: loin, leg, shoulder, ribs, keeping every muscle intact. The deep red, lean, firm meat is then vacuum sealed and labeled with the cut, weight, packing date, and tracking code. Kangaroos are valued not only for their lean red meat but also for their hides, which are fully utilized. From the very first stage, each hide is placed into massive rotating drums to be thoroughly cleaned, stripping away hair, fat, and any residue. After hours of processing, the leather becomes soft and flexible, like giant sheets of sandpaper, yet incredibly strong. Next, the hides are dried, flattened under hydraulic presses, and carefully inspected by hand, with any wrinkled or flawed pieces discarded. Once approved, they're stretched onto frames and prepared for dyeing. Automated sprayers coat them in rich shades of brown, black, gray, or other luxury tones. Finally, heat pressing locks in the color, adds shine, and enhances the leather's premium look and feel. Kangaroo leather is used to make high-end wallets. Artisans choose soft, even hides, cut them precisely, press them flat, and stitch them with care. The edges are smoothed and finished, then the surface polished and oiled for a supple, natural shine. The result is a durable, elegant wallet that reflects true craftsmanship. From a national symbol to a source of luxury meat and leather, the journey of the kangaroo reveals a story both fascinating and paradoxical. Behind it lies not only economic gain, but also a deeper question about the balance between exploitation and conservation. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and follow the channel so you won't miss the next exciting story.